You gotta take off those 3 screws and that plastic piece pops off. You can freehand it with a Sharpie or use a piece of tape. But I ran up around this with a piece of tape and then marked it with a Sharpie. And cut it. And I left a 1/2 inch from like here to here. All the way around. You'll see why here in a second. You cut that 1/2 inch, and that's what gives you here. See how there's a 1/2 inch left? So then what I did is I took the grinder and I did a slit like every 1 inch, and when you get here to a tight bend, you do like 3/4 of an inch. You can see the slits all the way along that. And then I just took a hammer and I smacked this panel back to hold it back, and then I folded these over with the hammer. And in order to get it like nice and square, you gotta pop open the door, and then you take like a larger hammer or a thick piece of metal and set it on the back side while you hammer the other side, and it just hammers it flat, and you walk it all the way around, and then of course shut your door and check your door gap, make sure that it looks even. So after you do your slices like this, you take your hammer and you just hammer the slices up over, and you take your hammer and you just, you know, flatten it out and get it as flat as you can get it, and as nice as you can get it, and as even as you can get it. Make sure you got a nice even line. Wait, that line's not as even as I want it to be. You gotta bend those up a little bit. I'm trying to get they kind of follow the body line. After I get them folded over like that, I take the Sawzall, not the Sawzall, but the grinder, and I zip them right here, just to keep the back of it squared with each other, so you don't have like a random piece sticking out like that. And then I'll weld along here and get that all ground down flat and even. After you go through all that, get it all grinded and smoothed, you got your cut rear quarter that's ready to weld.